Hey friends all over the world. I'm out and about, just grabbing a couple of things tonight for the family. But I want to talk to you about Kendrick Lamar, the Super Bowl halftime show, and the hidden message. Kendrick Lamar, the Super Bowl halftime show, and the hidden message. Let me tell you something. This is something you might want to share with everybody you know. I'm not a rap music enthusiast. I don't listen to secular music. I don't have secular music on my playlist, but I do keep up with culture. And right now, one of the most infamous cultural icons is a rapper by the name of Kendrick Lamar, who, by the way, just won, I believe, 5 Grammys, 4 or 5, I believe 5 Grammys during the Grammy Awards. In fact, one of the few artists to win multiple Grammys for one song. You know, best music video, best rap song of the year, best whatever, so forth and so on. And so this individual was the highlight. He was the highlight and the feature during the halftime show, which I also didn't watch, but I saw some clips from it. But the song that he's quite popular for is actually a track that he made to diss another rapper named Drake. Again, one of the most famous rappers in the world, with some of the most streams of any rapper. He made a diss track to diss this individual, and that's the one that won him the Grammy. But the point is, the song is called Not Like Us, and I want you to see something extremely prophetic. You know, we're living in very sensitive prophetic times where you're going to begin to see harbingers throughout the culture. I've said this for years, but you're going to begin to see an increase in harbingers in the culture, messaging in secular arenas, secular settings, secular environments. Things in pop culture will be actually messages and harbingers that have a deeper meaning. You know, in biblical hermeneutics, we call it anagogical and anagogue, something that has a deeper mystical meaning or understanding. And so the phrase "not like us," it's talking about pedophilia. It's talking about a number of things that are very dark in the song in order to insult and to diss this other rapper. But in reality, what is happening right before our very eyes is that the distinction between the mark of the beast and the mark of Christ is becoming very, very glaring. It is indeed true that they are not like us, and we are not like them. And I don't mean that in any disparaging or discriminatory sense. But what's actually happening is that the powers of darkness are making their presence known. Their agenda to have their way in our society and in our culture is becoming glaring. The marker, the line of delineation, the line of demarcation is being drawn in the spiritual realm and within the culture. And so we're living in times where you're going to have to choose a side. You know, think about it. If you think about the rap culture, right? So the rap culture now is all about making disses or disrespecting another rapper by saying things about them. In other words, making a public spectacle of the other artist, or fighting with them in public. And in many ways, this is a cultural harbinger, because the powers of darkness, who have already been defeated by the Lord Jesus himself, are actually trying to make noise and aggravate the culture in an attempt to draw out those of us who are the remnant. Will we make our stand? Will we come out swinging? Will we come out boldly? Will we come out and indeed declare we are not like them? Because the demons are saying they're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. And we are indeed not like them. Or are you? Jesus says something profound. He says, the wicked one cometh, but he hath nothing in me. And so during these halftime shows and during these secular events where the demonic spirits that are controlling these individuals, these influencers, these celebrities is arraying itself. When the arrangement of the men in the video, they were all men dancing. There was a few female dancers, but they were mostly men dancers. And the red, the white, and the blue, and the individual looking like Uncle Sam. The demonic powers of darkness have arrayed themselves against the culture, and they are seeking to engage in a hostile takeover. And the problem is that the average Christian in the United States of America is so compromised, is so mixed in with the culture, that they cannot say in truth and authority that the wicked one comes and has nothing in me. That word nothing in me means nothing in common. In other words, that we have nothing in common with the enemy. Can we make that bold declaration that there's nothing in me that's common with the enemy? Or can the enemy say, well, no, they are like us? And so here we are in this cultural climactic battle between darkness and light. Now, the beauty is that Jesus already defeated these demonic entities and these spirits. And so that's not the problem, because we've already won the victory. Jesus won the victory on our behalf, and we face a defeated foe. The real spiritual battle is the fight of faith for us to make a decision which side we're standing on, which side that we have come into agreement with. That's the real battle. That's the real fight. Not to overcome the enemy, because he's already been overcome by the Lord. The battle is, will we allow the enemy to run roughshod in our culture, or will we make a stand? Can we boldly say, I'm not like them, and they're not like us?